Once in a small American town where the wind carried stories more than secrets, there lived a guy named Robin Miller, a regular dude with rough hands and a heart, too soft for this world. He was a carpenter, not the rich kind, just the kind who fixed what was broken and made it work again. His old man, Walter Miller, used to be strong like oak, but now he was all bones and shaky hands. Time had slowed him down, but Robin never left his side. People around town used to joke, saying Robin was wasting his best years playing nurse to a man who could barely remember his own name. But Robin would just grin and say, "You don't ditch the man who built your life." When his hands start shaking every morning before hitting the shop, he'd help his dad out of bed, make him breakfast and talk, even when Walter drifted off. Mid-conversation, Robin didn't care. It wasn't about the talk, it was about being there. Bills started piling up though, and his workshop wasn't getting customers. Like before, one night he sat by the flickering candle, staring at his last few bucks, and thought, man, maybe being good doesn't pay, but sleep caught him anyway. And he dreamed something wild. He saw this bright light floating over a river, and a calm voice said, "Your patience hasn't gone unnoticed. Tomorrow the reward will find you." He woke up with that voice echoing in his skull, thinking it was just a dream, until he saw a little kid crying on the street. His puppy had fallen into a deep ditch. Robin didn't think twice. He jumped right in, scraped his arms up a bit, but pulled the puppy out safe. The kid's dad rolled up in a big shiny car, a fancy dude who looked like money in human form. He was so moved, he said, "Come with me, man. I owe you one at the dude's house, Robin." He saw chandeliers bigger than his workshop. The man asked about his work, and when Robin showed his busted-up tools, the guy just shook his head, said, "You got a good heart, that's rare nowadays." And he handed Robin brand new gear and enough cash to start fresh. When Robin walked back home that evening, his hands were shaking, not from tiredness, but from disbelief. Walter smiled from his chair and said, "See, son, a parent's blessing never fades. It just takes its time finding you." From then on, Robin's luck flipped. Customers lined up his shop, turned into one of the busiest in town, and for once he didn't go to bed hungry. But he never forgot the broke nights or his quote, "Dad's quiet prayers." The same people who called him a fool started visiting their parents, more sending gifts, acting all sweet. Robin just smiled and thought, guess it takes one man's story to remind everyone what love really looks like. Life ain't about how much you make, it's about who you stand by when things go south. And Robin Miller stood tall on that truth every single day.